Hey, welcome to the channel. We hope that you enjoy today's stories and check out the chapters on the video to see all the stories for today. But before we get into this video, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon to get notified when we release a new video. So let's get into the video.
I think my life was going to end in that Airbnb. This whole experience leaves me feeling extremely unnerved whenever I think about it. I'm scared of what could have happened, or maybe I'm crazy. Recently, I have been on holiday in a new city. On the 6th day, I checked into a new Airbnb. Immediately, this place made me feel extremely uneasy. I tried to put it down to me being a scaredy cat and feeling anxious about being alone, but even in just the instance of this trip, I've previously stayed alone in hotels or Airbnb. The first night I slept with the light on for some comfort. The second night I oddly felt even more uneasy and moved a chair in front of the door thinking I could hear the lock turn and couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. On the third day, I returned from my outing in the afternoon and was relaxed sitting on the couch. Suddenly my stomach dropped and I was filled with dread. I couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong, and I had to leave. I told myself I was being paranoid but started packing up my bags to give myself something to do and try to calm myself down. I was so confused as to why I was feeling like this, but my mom's next text message gave me chills. She had randomly texted me asking me questions about the Airbnb, wanting to make sure I was safe. The fact that she suddenly felt uneasy about my safety whilst I was slammed by this gut feeling that something was wrong really weirded me out. I told her this, and immediately she called me urging me to move to a new hotel for the night, even offering to pay for it. I ended up moving hotels that night, thinking I was just paranoid. My mom, however, called me once I was in the new hotel, and what she had to say made me feel differently. This is going to sound insane, but here we go. She ended up telling me that she didn't want to tell me earlier because she didn't want to scare me more, but on her drive home, she saw what looked like a pool of blood on the side of the road. This baffled her, but she could not shake the feeling it was correlated to me. This freaked me out as I had not mentioned it to her, but as I was starting to pack up my stuff, on the carpet next to my suitcase was a patch of red that appeared to be blood. I had not noticed this previously, and it was in a place where I am sure I would have. At the moment it had left me extremely unnerved, but I decided to ignore it. Mom also told me that while she was in the shower, I was finalizing booking a new hotel, she got a flashback of a dream she had had months ago in which she watched a murder occur in a high-rise. The Airbnb was in a high-rise. For the past 2 nights, I had also had dreams of murder and kidnapping but blamed it on the fact I had been feeling uneasy. In all honesty, I have no idea what to make of all of this, but the amount of synchronicity is just weird. My mom and I really feel like something was going to happen to me that night.
A demonic knocked on my door and I don't know why. I was never one to believe in ghosts, spirits, demonic possessions, etc. until the other night. I'm in my living room, 3:10 a.m., and I have 2 doors, one is a big wooden door and the other is a glass sliding door. I'm on my PC when I hear 3 knocks on my wooden door. I don't go to answer it and then it's 3 knocks again, and again, then it's straight pounding into my door. It's knocking on my door so hard that my blinds are moving with each knock. I went and looked, but nothing was there, and the knocks stopped. Once I sat back down, the knocks started. 3, 3, 3, then pounding again. I'm not sure what I saw the last time I looked. But it had black hair all the way to what looked like its knees, and its arms were as long as its entire body, the face was covered, and it was so tall it covered the porch light with its head. It was mumbling something, nothing I could understand, then it was running left-right on my porch. It started to take off running around my house, and by the time morning came it was gone. When I walked outside, there was a trail of water on my porch and a print of what looked like someone sitting in my chair. I took pics. I'm confused, I don't know what I'm dealing with or anything. I want it to go away, but as I type this, I hear it running outside, mumbling something as it goes. Update, March 23rd. So, I went outside this morning and all of my chairs were pushed back against my wall, another soaked puddle on my rug in front of my door, and it still spoke that odd language like it did the other night. I'm genuinely confused and concerned that whatever this is trying to hurt me. I've never had a paranormal experience before now, so I'm not sure what to do. If any more happens, I'll post an update. Update, March 24th. A night I didn't have to listen to it. Although, not much sleep happened due to me being on edge. Someone told me it sounds like the lady in white? I've googled it and I'm not sure what it exactly is. Does anyone have anything on her?
If you're enjoying today's video about stories of our lives, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this and more. Now, let's get back to the video. Why do my clean dishes keep on getting dirty in the same way? I've been living in an apartment for a few months now, and I always put away clean, dry dishes. A few times I have noticed a few small brown stains on the dishes after I take them out, like someone had spilt some coffee and left it to dry. I didn't think much of it at first, maybe we missed a spot. Until one day, the whole stack of plates has the same small, dry brown spot on them. I washed every single one, wiped the cabinet and put them away. I forgot about this until tonight when I took out the gravy boat I had used, washed, and put away a couple of weeks ago. It was completely dirty in the same way, but couldn't be explained away by anything. There is no evidence of any leaks coming from above the cabinet, and this has happened on the bottom shelf before as well. I've tried Googling and saw nothing, but I thought I heard something paranormal that had to do with dishes getting magically dirty in the cupboards. Any input is appreciated. Update: don't roast me for not doing this before. This is a short-term rental and we're moving out soon. We had a roof leak in the kitchen one time when there was really heavy rain, but the drips were nowhere near the cabinet. There are angled exposed beams that angle down towards the cupboard, which I never thought about until now. My boyfriend got up on the counter to look in the gap above the cabinet, and we were so grossed out. I guess the leaks happened more often, but didn't drip in the way we noticed. The water likely ran down the angled beams, down the wall and onto the top of the old cabinet. I guess through the seams the water trickled down and got on the dishes. However, not before soaking through a nasty oven mitt someone wedged in the gap, maybe to soak up the leaks. This honestly barely surprised me because this place is incredibly run down, light comes through from outside through cracks in the walls, and you can get splinters from the DIY hardwood floors. We just had no other option until next week. I knew it couldn't have been a pest based on the way the stains looked. See photo in comments. I am quite underwhelmed with the outcome of this mystery, but also disgusted and very much looking forward to moving out.
There was an uninvited guest in my home. I remember when I was 12, I came home from school and I heard the side door slowly creak open. I thought my mom had come home from work early and was trying to bring in some groceries. I called my mom and heard no answer, so I looked out the kitchen window and her car wasn't parked in the driveway. I thought that was a little odd. I called out, "Hello?" No answer. I began hearing faint footsteps walk down the basement stairs. Almost like someone was tiptoeing down the stairs. They were walking slowly, kind of like a kid trying to evade detection for a midnight snack. I thought there was an uninvited guest in the house, so I make a mad dash for the front door and got the hell out of there. I spent the next several hours standing at a safe distance from the house to see if an intruder exited from the front, side, or back door. This was before cell phones, so I had no way of calling for help. I don't understand why I wouldn't have tried going to a neighbor's house and asking for help, but I was 12, so maybe I didn't have the best judgment. Several hours later, my mom comes home, and I told her someone was in the house. She was unfazed. She told me to wait outside so she could check the house, but I wasn't going to let my mom go in alone. She grabs a butcher knife and I grab a baseball bat and we check every room starting with the basement. I was terrified. We get through the entire house and there was no one there. Many events transpired after this story, and many were equally terrifying.
My aunt came to visit me in my sleep one night, and it was the most beautiful thing ever. So basically put, me and my family were devastated exactly 10 years ago when my aunt passed away from lung cancer. My very own last vision of her, when still alive, was awful. It made me never want to touch a cigarette in my life. My own brother stopped smoking. She was swollen on the face, had no hair, and was pale. It was terrible. After her passing, we slowly moved on. But last year, she appeared in one of my dreams. And I never really dreamed of her after her passing, strangely enough. But wow, it wasn't just a dream. It was something else. And it was on the night of her birthday, the 25th of December. It was like my auntie came to visit me. I have this memory of her from the dream, suddenly looking all natural, glowing, beautiful, healthy, and happy. She was there, smiling at me, sitting on the couch in the living room like she was used to. It's like she was there, trying to send a message saying, "It's all over, I'm happy and healthy. I'm free." It's not the first time that a visitation dream happened in my family. My mother also one night had a dream about her brother, my uncle, visiting her and waving her goodbye at the end of the street. My mother then woke up to a phone call that morning to the news of her brother being killed in a car accident overnight. It sends shivers down my spine, and it makes me cry with joy, knowing that my auntie is all healthy and happy up there. Together with her mom, her dad, and my uncle. Thank you, Auntie, for making me believe the afterlife is full of peace and beauty.
Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to see more videos about stories of our lives. Click on one of these videos to watch more and see you soon.